Paola, because you are involved with so many different organizations, how do you actually manage your time?
It's a good question. I mean, honestly, now I have very good help in all of these different endeavors. And I think the key is to find a community of people that are passionate about the same thing. And in that, you're able to then delegate, and in that, you have more power. So at the moment, I feel like, in a way, I'm more capable of organizing and balancing my life because I have people who share the same vision and who are able to help me. Realistically, just looking at the hours in the day, I balance it by knowing that I have to have 3 or 4 hours to write at least, 4 days a week. And that, about 4 hours allows me to really create, momentum in my writing and flow. The rest of that time is spent organizing and is spent having meetings with collaborators, with other people who are helping our organizations grow, producing, recording, raising my son, trying to have a family.
It would be wonderful to know how you managed all this before you had help.
Honestly, there were many, many, many times where I felt like I couldn't do it. My biggest advice would be when you're overwhelmed is to go to sleep. When you're starting to have so many no's, just take time off and go to bed and think about something else. Because the reality is, once you're feeling overwhelmed, you're probably not going to be able to accomplish anything. And so that's what I did. I would do as much as I could, knowing that I was ridiculously exhausted and overextended. But I had a vision for how I wanted my life to be, and anything short of that vision wasn't going to be enough for me. So I knew that sacrifice, of my time, of my spirit, of my exhaustion would eventually pay off because people would buy into that vision. And eventually they did. But it took, at least 10 years.
So do you have any advice for young musicians who also have a vision of something, and in addition to sleeping?
Yeah, play it for the long run. Keep your expectations high so that it'll drive you, but keep them guarded so that you're not disappointed. For most of us, it doesn't happen fast. So once people see you're in there for the long run, then they're very generous. But the reality is that, the people who are going to fund you, the people who are going to give you money, they also are placing a bet. They want to place a bet in someone they know is going to be around. So in a way, because we have this luxury of doing what we love, of creating art, we have to also, show that we're in it